everybody drops that.
Who are you on? Your club!
I said drop a bomb, Dad.
Okay, people, I am here. Pitch-side. I'm pitch-side. And listen, Man United just played a great game against Bournemouth. We're not going to get overexcited. We're not going to go too much. We're not going to just overgas it. But man, it was a good performance. I sat in the press conference. I got to listen to Rúben Amorim and what he was on. And basically what he was saying is, listen, it's the same players, but we look like a different team. And that's one thing me and Rúben will firmly agree on. We look like a good team, and I saw the performance. And I even said, well done, congratulations, Rúben, because this is what I'm looking for in terms of just some good coaching. Again, the players looked coached. The players looked like they knew what to do. I went to a Luke Shaw. Onana. You know, there was like a activation that the Premier League were doing for young players and stuff. And at that thing, he talked about, you know what, no more stragglers, no more 80% in training. We're giving everything. And that's the energy. And you know what, we saw the team sheet, and a little part of me was like, oh, this team sheet, you know, not like a light disappointment, but like, oh man, I wanted to see something else. And it was wrong of me to even say that, really, because the performance we got was the same attitude that we saw in the West Ham game. It's fast to everything. The players are fitter. The players are running harder. The players are showing more desire, more just. And maybe there's a lot to do with the fact that we did mess up last season. But this is what Rúben's always been looking for. My thing is like, Rúben, coach these boys. End of the day, these players, you can't get a brand new team, but I need to see coaching. And what you can say is the boys look coached. This weren't a team that was playing in moments or playing just doing nonsense. It weren't that at all. You know, it was a team that really understood what they need to do, when they need to run. You're getting players running and saying, listen, like, follow me. Like, the press is at the right time. And that's in all faculties and all phases of the pitch, which is, I think that's actually a positive for Man United. It's a positive that we haven't seen in a minute right now. Like, we haven't seen Man United when you watch them and say, oh, good little one-touch pass in there, good little bits of football. And again, now you're talking about competition. Now you're talking about not everyone gets a start. Not everyone gets a start. So what are you going to do to make sure you're in this team? What are you going to show us to let us say you get the shirt weekend? And that is what it's all about. Because you know what, you don't just get to play. It's you have to earn the right to play. Early in the game, there was an agenda for me. I'm not gonna lie to you. I saw Luke Shaw out there, and I was like, listen, Flex, man, I'm not like, I've seen this before, man. Flex is trying to say, listen, on his day, his quality is brilliant. And I'm with Flex with that on his day, but those days are too few and far between. So I won't allow myself to get gassed. And when he went down, it looked like he done his hammy or something. And I was thinking, well, Luke, this is probably that, you know, that's that walk that you're going to do where we don't see you for the next 10 games. But again, Luke Shaw stayed in the match, carried on. That was nice. Now, I'm not going to get excited and think Luke's going to be available all season. Not doing that. I've been here before. For me once, for me twice. What's the George Bush? For me, I can't be fought again. Like, I don't want that. I don't need that at all. So that's not something that I'm really thinking about, excited about at all. Like, I need Man United to now progress. That's 2 wins on this tour. And I'm not like the delusions kicking in, but a feeling of, okay, we might be able to compete. This was the game. Imagine that. This was the game I was most worried about. Bournemouth, the Cherries, ain't beating these guys or put them to the sword in time. We saw Semenyo. Semenyo was like, I can't wait for this game. Pre-season, in season, you're gonna see me. It was good to get the banter off and be like, listen, hold that. We saw him. It's like, bro, hold that, Semenyo. That was so nice to do. And obviously he's vibes. He's a good guy. So ratings to you, Semenyo. Big up yourself every single time. But like, just big up yourself when you're below Man United. But that's a good player, literally powerful. And you could see he was frustrated in the game because things were happening right. Let me actually talk about some of the performers that I really enjoyed. And I thought, you know what, it's a pleasure to watch. Patrick Dorgu. Now, Tabs, shout out to you. You said you're putting all your Kev coins on Dorgu for next season. And it felt like a mad take. We put in the book of accountability. And you know what? We might have to scratch that out of the book of accountability, because I'm telling you right now, this guy was powerful up and down the wing. He was a danger, he was a threat. You know, one of the things you could say is, yeah, he can get there, and he's so fouled. He's the most fouled. Like, you see a player like that and you're like, rah, like, you're just getting, they have to take you down because you're trouble. And I should have known when he gave Wan-Bissaka problems. Wan-Bissaka's not a player that you can just have your way with. It's not happening on a Wan-Bissaka watch. Wambi, my guy, Wan-Bissaka. But Wan-Bissaka had to work hard against Dorgu. Dorgu went up another level. He's talking about confidence. He's talking about what the manager's asking of him. And you're starting to see some of that right now. Like, you know what is crazy? Is he the number one? Is he the number one in the position? Yes. You got Diego Leon, came in, done his thing. You got the young Ethan as well. Bro, Man United, for the first time, there's optimism. And that's something that all fans need. You need a bit of optimism. You want to be like looking forward to the Premier League season. You know, you go looking at games and you're dreading it. But for me right now, it's just a good feeling, a warm, nice feeling of, we did good. This is the toughest game. Fiorentina's going to give us new challenges and stuff. We're going to go and play David Moyes in Atlanta, you know, going up against Everton. Everton, I saw them today. They had little moments, and like a lot of mistakes in Everton. A lot of mistakes in Everton. But again, a lot of these teams, they were above us last season. Man United really need to lay down the gauntlet, let people know we're different right now. Another player, Yoro Yoro's doing something. Who else really impressed me today? Bruno with when he trusts his team, can be just whatever he wants to be, really. Bruno's got like a lot of ability, a lot of class, a lot of tech, and it's just he has to know, I've got these good players around me so I can do my job. We saw the good of Mason Mount, busy, hungry, good touches. I think it was nice to see first touch football. You know, I mean, like, these guys are getting the ball, first time passes, like not dawdling on it too much. Rasmus scored a good goal, nice headed goal. I don't know, just the pressure. Rasmus was asked a lot of questions about his future. In the presser route, they asked questions to Rúben about it. Like, they actually name dropped Sesko. Rúben gave us the vibe of, I don't know what's going to happen, but, you know, we'll see what happens in the end. There was just a lot of stuff that went on. The main thing is, look, Man United have a direction, and I feel like the manager is coaching, and this pre-season has done us well. And I want us to go up another level. We look like we could play Premier League football in 2 weeks' time, and that's a good sign. Like, I'm starting to say it not ready. You know, we're looking like we could be ready. Mental. Anyway, people, you need to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I've got 2 interviews dropping. The first one, Andy Mitten, you're seeing it right now. Hit the like button, go and watch that. Please support it, support the channel, hit some likes on that. I think for me to get the journalists to come back again and again, the views need to view in it. Like, I even said the name of the channel, it's like KG Reckless Sports. Does that? Oh yeah, okay. You know what I'm saying? So watch out for that. Got another one dropping. That's gonna be, I think you need to up my levels of tier still, but yeah, we're getting journals on. I promised, I said I'm going to get 3 journals on. I've got 2 down already. You lot, let me know your man of the match. Mine is very simple. It's Dorgu. Did a great thing. Brilliant performance. Goal and assist. Can't argue with that. A lot of other great players, but I'm going to say Dorgu. Everybody, thank you for watching. Stay blessed. Till next time. I'm out. Imagine. So the whole time, yeah, I've been saying 4-0. Brother. 4-1, when did that happen? I went toilet. I was so confident that the game was done. I'm chatting to Flex. I'm chatting to Tom Heaton. Flex is like, I'm not listening properly. I don't listen. This is my issue, bro. Like, Flex is like, oh man, da-da-da-da-da. I don't hear that. I'm just thinking of the next joke. I gotta get it together. So anyway, listen, people. Amendment is 4-1, but we still won. We're still Man United. In my eyes, because I didn't see it, it was a clean sheet. Hold that, Semenyo. Hold that. You couldn't even score. We scored at Uncle. You're an absolute disgrace. You're a cheat.
Drop a bomb, 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 bomb.
Back with a vengeance. KG's back with an entrance. Big up to those in attendance.
Ooh, look at this.
Reds come together like Tetris. No rules, this one's reckless. None can compare with the KG done. Better take cover when he drops that. Going on reckless, just it's on. It's that time when he drops that.
Bomb, bomb, bomb.
Who are you on your club?
I said drop a bomb, Dad.